So as you can tell from the background, it is misting pretty good. Started raining right before we went on grid, and it was dry enough until we went out, and then it picked up a little bit. And I tried to throw in one banker to get a lap and then bring it in, and I spun in the last corner and high-sided on the grass between the track and the curbing. So that session got pretty much wasted. I have no time, so I will be starting from the back, and we will be switching to rain tires because it is not let up since. So the track is good and wet. My sweet tricks, pulling 360s, kicking up mud, sliding it up on the edge of the track, up on the curb, just like I'm a skateboarder. So it's kind of the wrong place to do that. I'm sure by now you've seen all the mud that I caked along the side of the car as I went sideways along the edge of the track. The car was a handful in the wet. Just put this in the press and barely put any force on it, and the whole bearing started sliding out of the upright, which means that the problems we were having with knockback and then the wheel and probably the car being so loose is because this thing slipped apart so easily. If you look in there, you can actually see there's a groove, there's a whole bunch of shit, and then the cap that's supposed to hold it all in place is hiding way down under there, and it's not bolted in place, and there's a whole bunch of machining marks. You can see all the scrap all the chips that are falling out of this bearing. So we gotta see if we can get the rest of this thing out. We're headed to Tom Gardner's, the master of all tools. We need to pull a wheel bearing off a hub because the wheel bearing was not held into place firmly enough. When we pressed it out, it came with the hub, and getting the hub and the bearing separated now is a bit of a headache. So we tried calling Carlos Franca. He is not home apparently, or at least didn't answer his phone, because he would have a whole corner we could just swap. Can't do that, so we're gonna go to Tom's, pull that bearing off, press the new hub into the old upright, and that should get us going. But we got to get to Tom's. Tom's about 20 minutes from here. It's about halfway home from the track, so at least we have the parts. Now it's just a matter of getting it all done in time.
We got to get in there and get that race off.
Yeah.
It's Pandora.
Oh.
That's good.